Well, hello everybody. Happy day 6 of our 21 days to reset your brain challenge. I'm so glad you're here. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I've just been in class all day and we've had an amazing time learning all kinds of awesome body talk techniques, including the one that we're doing today, which is called the Cortices. So we're going to be doing the Cortices here today again, and I hope you're not getting tired of it. I really hope that you are beginning to start just noticing some changes, even if they're subtle. Some are going to be big. That's totally fine. And I just wanted to remind you that we have a prize at the end of this. So if you're watching today, please say hello. Or if you are watching the replay, hit hashtag replay and you will be included in basically whoever is interacting the most and participating the most throughout the 21 days is going to win a body talk session, a full body talk session valued at $125. And I am the one who's going to be doing it with you, and I'm super excited. And yeah, so if you missed sort of what the Cortices technique is, I would encourage you to go back to day 1, day 2, or day 3 to listen to all the details of what the Cortices technique does. But at the very least, I'm going to say that it helps to improve brain function and it helps to reduce stress and calm the nervous system down. And we're just going to do the technique together. So I brought up the issue yesterday that for those who have maybe only use of one arm, maybe you have a sore shoulder or a sore arm, that is totally okay. You can still do this technique. I'm just actually checking to make sure everything has gone through here on the group. And basically, what we're doing is you're going to be taking one hand, whichever hand you have useful. If you have use of both hands, both are really great. But you can still do this even if you only have the use of one hand. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take one and you're going to put it on the occipital lobe right at the very base of the skull. And then the other hand, we're going to tap on the left and right brain hemispheres. And for those who've been following along, you know the drill. A couple nice 2 to 3 deep breaths in and out. And for those, if you only have the use of one hand, what you're going to do is you're going to put one hand on that back area right there. And you're just going to take a moment. And all we're doing is we're asking the body to focus on that part of the brain. And then you're going to take that hand and then you're just going to do the tapping. Okay, so we tap over the head, asking the head to fix and facilitate, the brain to fix and facilitate the changes. And then we would tap over the heart, asking the heart to store the information. And then we tap over the belly or the navel area, asking that area to assimilate and to integrate the changes. Okay, so if your hand is on the back of your head there, so for those who do have use of both hands, and again, this should be really gentle. You should be, when you're holding your head, it should be very gentle and not rough. If your head is really sensitive, you can just hold it really, really light. I know some people, like maybe you have a headache or a migraine or something like that. You can just even hold your hand just slightly over that area and it will still have an impact on you. Okay, so once we've done that part of the brain, sorry about the noises. Once we've done that part of the brain, you want to just caterpillar up one hand. Okay, so we're going to cover the whole brain. And we're tapping on the right and the left brain hemispheres. Okay, you're doing great. And if you're just joining, just say hello. Let me know that you're here. And if you are watching later, hit hashtag replay. And the more interaction, the better your chances of winning a Body Talk session valued at $125. Okay, and we're focusing really on reestablishing communication within the brain. So that's what we're really thinking about while we're doing this. I know I'm talking a lot. I would encourage you just to not worry too much about what I'm saying, but just by focusing. And then we're going to move the hand up one And we're going to tap nice and light, nice deep breaths. Just remember, every time you take a breath in, it's an opportunity to take life in fully. And every time you take a breath out, it's an opportunity for you to let go. And tapping over the navel. And then we're just going to move one hand up. And you can either tap on your hand, behind, in front, doesn't really matter. Most of the time we want to tap on top of the head. Nice deep breaths. Honestly, this is like so good. I find it relaxing. It's really great if you need to sleep and you're not sleeping well. Do this before bed. Or if you need energy at like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, do this around then. It's great for that. And then make sure the next one you get right down to the eyebrows. We want to cover that frontal cortex as well. And just tapping. Okay, and then for the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to do the limbic area here. It's also known as the temporal lobe, but under the temporal lobe is the limbic brain, and that controls a lot of our emotional processing. So basically, you're going to have your index finger sort of just above your ear, and you're going to have the base of your hand sort of in that sort of temple area, sort of where the smile lines are. And you're just going to hold that for just a moment. This helps to balance both the right and the left brain hemisphere and the temporal lobes. And then you can take one hand off and then tap. And again, with the tapping, we're just asking the brain to fix and facilitate the changes. And then over the heart, asking the heart to store the changes and the new information. Navel. And then we're going to switch sides. And I'm going to tap on the other side. Nice deep breaths. You're doing great. And then over the navel. That is it. So just take a moment, just notice how you feel. Do you feel any different than even when from the beginning? Are you noticing a difference even just from today when you started? Maybe you were a little more stressed out, maybe you were feeling a little anxiety or whatever. And maybe now just a little calmer. I feel sort of that sense of calm come over me, and it's great. Puts the body in healing mode. And so I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm back here tomorrow, Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I would love to hear from you if you've had any sort of subtle or big changes. I'd love to hear about those. And have a wonderful day. Bye for now.